was on the. He needs to get off the huddle.
Yeah.
That's the huddle.
He's just sitting there.
Yeah, switch it. That's the huddle. That's not that one. Tell them we're not using the huddle.
You're not using the huddle camera? Okay.
I mean, if you're going to use that back and forth, or you want to use this huddle, the huddle's not going to go. It's just going to stay up there.
Test 1, 2, 1, 2.
I'm going to click your mic on.
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
Yep. Test 1, 2.
Who are we talking to on this?
Achilles.
Is Keely on this now?
Yeah. Test 1, 2. Achilles, can you hear me on the mic? Oh, you can? Okay. All right, so we're live right now? We're on live? All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hey, welcome to Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Hey, this is Yomni Jack here, coming to you live here from Pine Ridge campus, Thorpes, USA. Hey, we got a good game action going on here, Region 7A, between Lakota Tech, Tatanka, and the Pine Ridge Lady Thorpes. Hey, we apologize. We had a system malfunction, not on our system, but the power outage in here. And so I had to reboot everything, and I rebooted even our system up here and everything out. So we do apologize because we were coming to you live here from YouTube, from the Pine Ridge Thorpes Live, and also from Keely Radio that is tuning in here with us. Also, right now the score is 8-1 in favor of Lakota Tech, and right now we got the Librero Rosie just serving for the Pine Ridge Thorpes. As a long visitor, going to set up number 9, Whirling Horse. Oh, a big block by Sounding Side, a 5'11 senior. Side out to the Pine Ridge Thorpes, serving number 9, a junior, Whirling Horse, 5'8 for the Thorpes, bringing the score 8-2 here in the first match. Hey, we got a best of 5 here, action here. And here's a big swing by... Let's see who that big swing was by number 4, Chief Eagle for thing, but they said number 9, long visitor was in net, so it's going to be a point. So it's going to be a side out to Lakota Tech Tatanka, and serving is number 10, Kate Robinson, who is a junior. She is also the team captain, and number 5, long visitor Diana couldn't pull up that one on it, so they're going to be called a ace for Lakota Tech. All right, hey, we are live here. Here, Robinson coming to you, serving here. 10-2 is the score. And here, over there, send it over to Sounding Side, excuse me. Got it over, and boom, a big left-handed swing by number 5, Nevaeh Delgado, a junior, 5'8 for Lakota Tech. Got the big lefty swing down the pipe and counted it for a kill. Robinson still has the serve for Tatanka. All right, Thorpes try to get it over. Okay. All right, hey, welcome, guys, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. We are live here on KILI. Also, welcome listeners on the radio. We're coming to you live here from Pine Ridge Thorpe campus here in Pine Ridge on a Tuesday. the 2nd of September, and we got a rivalry game here going on between the Pine Ridge Lady Thorpes and the Lakota Tech Tatanka. This is the first game for the Lakota Tech Tatanka. This is their season opener, while the Pine Ridge Lady Thorpes are 2-2. They ended up, we had a special award right before this ball game. I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but they honored, the school administration and this community honored Nellie Long, the general, got her 700th win here on Saturday against Makapia Luta in the Custer Invitational, which brings her to the 3rd winningest coach in South Dakota High School Activities Association history, and she also was inducted to the Hall of Fame last season. So we got a good game here. The score is 11-5 here in favor of Tatanka. And there's a big swing by number 4, Chief Eagle, but it went out of bounds, so that's going to be a side-out point over to the Thorpes. And it went right out of bounds. It's pretty warm here in this gymnasium. They have the fans going up, everything, doors open, and that ball went straight outside. And little Maya Longvisitor went chasing down outside. But, hey, we're back in action, and it's also her serve for the Lady Thorpes, bringing the score 6-11. Serve inbounds over to Shangru. Rosie, the libero, over to number 5. Delgado throws it over and is out of bounds, and that's going to pick up a point for the Lady Thorpes. All right, she gets the whistle. Maya Longvisitor, we got the Longvisitor. Oh, and it hit the line. Line judge said, and that's going to count for an ace for Maya, and Coach Bickrow wants a timeout. So score 8-11. We had a system malfunction in the gymnasium where the power went out in certain areas, and just our luck it did for our outlet, so we had to reboot our system. And hey, we're going to give a shout out to Keeley Radio, also Muggs up there at the Butte holding it down for us, and thank our program director Hercules tuning in, checking this game out here. Hey, we got a town, I guess you want to include Lakota Tech as part of Pine Ridge boundaries, but we got a rivalry action going on here. Pine Ridge against hosting the Lakota Tech Tatanka. I don't want to say Lady Tatanka because in our language there's no such thing as Lady Tatanka. It's just Tatanka and Pete for all those Lakota grammar listeners. And we got the Lady Thorpes here taking on it. The score was 7-0 right off the bat with the Tatanka coming out hot, and Pine Ridge stayed composed and got back into this game with some good hustle points. Here comes Longvisitor over to sounding side. We got a volley here. Robinson keeping it up. Here comes Delgado. She swings hard to lefty, and that's out of bounds. And Maya Longvisitor is putting on, I think she threw up here. This is her 4th point here, bringing the score 9-11. Nice, good here. Lizzie Robinson, bring it up. Here comes. Good save by Delgado. She served it over. Now they got a good volley. Robinson over to Delgado. She big lefty. She can really, if she gets her timing down, she can really get it, because that first hit that she did on this left side over here, where she was really dangerous, was down, but her last couple of them went sailing out of bounds. So I don't know if that's nerves or adrenaline, but here we go. Isabel Schenger over. Maya down over to number 10, her sister. Oh, no, Jeanette Starr comes out. Maya's going to set up sounding side. She volleys it all the way to the corner. Robinson got it. Oh, pancake by nice Isabella Shangu. They call it that pancake or whatever. They just put their hands, slide it on their own. She caught the ball right before it hit the ground, went straight up. But Robinson Kate could not get the ball over, and that's another point for Longvisitor, tying this ball game up 11-11. And then she serves another ace to Lombrero, the younger sister to Isabella, Rosie. Rosie is the Lombrero here. We couldn't handle this. That's another ace. So Pine Ridge Lady Thorpes take the lead. Okay, we got a volley here. Robinson over to Chief Eagle with a good spike down the middle, set up by Kay Robinson for spike, bringing that score 12-12 here. And it's going to be side out to the Tatanka. Isabella Shangru. Isabel over to sounding side, over to Rosie Shangru. This is set up to Lizzie Robinson. with a big kill. Number 13, Robinson, is also a captain. She's an outside hitter. She's a 5'10", long, lanky arm. She just timed that just right, spiked it right down the middle. Okay, here comes Isabella with the ace right down the middle. It looked like it was going to go out of bounds. She opened up, and it caught the line back there. So that's an ace, bringing the score 14-12 in favor of Tatanka. All right, Isabella. Oh, they called her out, but she saved it back in, so they're going to volley it back over. Sounding side picks it up. Shangru to Kate Robinson, and there goes Delgado. No. She's just going to get it back. Sounding side, throwing it right back there, but the Librero got it right. Here comes Lizzie. Oh, she just dinks it over. Here comes Sounding side with a big kill down the middle. Oh, Delgado out a piece of it. Could not hang on, and that's going to count for a spike, a kill for Sounding side, and also she gets to get the serve. Number 7. Sounding side is a senior here for the Lady Thorpes. All right, serve over Shangro to, there goes number 4, Chief Eagle. Kind of a off-speed kill, and no one was there. She caught it inbounds, and that's going to be a serve and side out for the Tatanka. Checking in the game is, it looks like Goings, Addison Goings, and the Lombrero gets to come sub in and out, and she is going to serve Rosie Shangro, the younger sister to Isabella, also Laura Bicro's daughters, the Shangers. Okay, here comes Lizzie. Boom! Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, you see her, and then on the radio, this is a 5'10", lanky sophomore coming from Bateson School Eagles. It's product of the Oglala Kota County School District. Lizzie times that just right. That's her second kill of the game. And there goes Longvisitor dinking it over here. They're going to reset here. Robinson throwing over to Delgado with a big kill right down the middle. Big lefty. She's a 5'8" junior. And they're going to keep this rally going. And the score is 17-13 here. And Rosie Shangro is still serving. All right. They pick it up here. They're going to send it over to number 10. Star comes out. She's going to get it over. And here comes Goings. And dips it over the top, and she gets it just enough where she gets a score. And Rosie is still serving. 18-13 here, favor of Tatanka. Oh, that is an account for ace for her, and that was off number 5, Diana Longvisitor. They're going to score 19-13 here, lead in favor of Tatanka. All right, here's another good serve over. Sounding side, going to throw it up to Longvisitor. She's just going to volley it over, and then to send it over here to Delgado, who's going to swing hard. Picked up by the Thorpes. And here Longvisitor sending it to the corner. The Librero is right there picking it up. Here comes Lizzie again, dinking it right up. Oh, good save by the Thorpes there. But Maya Longvisitor picked up that dink, and here comes Lizzie again. And she's going to save it, and the Thorpes pick it right back up. And here, right over to volley to Diana Longvisitor. Goings picks it up. Robinson over to her little sister, and she's going to dink it right up. Oh, good save by Sounding side. Then Maya sees it here. They're going to try to send it over, and oh, they're going to say Delgado. They dinked it, picked it right up, right over the net. And Delgado, the lefty, could not get it. It looked like it could be kind of a 50-50 ball right over the net, and she said the referee said she's in the net, and that's going to be a side out to the Lady Thorpes. All right, here's signing over Delgado with a big swing down the middle, and Sounding side could not pick it up. Serving that was Featherman, and that's going to be a side out to the Thorpes. Hey, we got a substitution in here for the Lady Thorpes. Checking in for the Lady Thorpes, number 8, Randolyn Lame, a sophomore, checking in the game for the Lady Thorpes. All right, that means our server side out to the Tatanka, number 5, Delgado. Lefty, swinging across right over the net, picked up by the Lady Thorpes. And here comes a serve. Oh, little Mile Longvisitor just sends it right over, trying to get it to that corner of that thing, and it's going to be a little long, and it's going to be out. And that's going to be a point for Tatanka, bringing that score 21-14. And I apologize, we usually have 2 cameras going on here, taking the VORs, this and that, but I am the only one here, and hey, Delgado got that line right down the middle, and that's an ace, bringing that score 22-14. So I'm trying to get the camera and then trying to see if they were on. I'm moving around. I did do the PA or did the now starting lineup. That one's going to sail out of bounds, side out to Lady Thorpes. And I even sang the Lakota flag song. He's a jack of all trades, master of none. Just kidding. All right, serving for the Lady Thorpes. Looks like number 3 is Featherman. And they're going to count her with a ace. And I'm going to try to see if I can keep them off the stats here, but I don't think I am going to be accurate. So hopefully you guys bear with me. All right, 16-22 here. Lady Thorpes right over the net. Hit the net, and that's going to be a side out over to the Tatanka. Bringing that score 23-16 here. And serving for the Tatanka, number 13, sophomore, Lizzie Robinson for the Thorpes. She's going to jump serve right over the top, and that's going to sail way out. And whenever you're doing a jump serve like this, you have to really get the timing down. And they're not, just like that, the adrenaline and the force from you is going to go out. And she was way out of bounds here, almost hit the wall. That's going to be a side out to the Lady Thorpes, bringing it 23-17. And serving for the Thorpes, number 5, Diana Long visitor. And she I think she can count for an ace because they were right there. And hey, we got a substitution into the game. Number 7, sounding side, checking back into the game for Randallyn Lame. And Diana Long visitor is your server for the Lady Thorpes. All right, she gets one right open. Number 5, Delgado and Shangri Isabella, the Librero, couldn't decide who was going to get it last minute. She opened up and Isabella right off the arm, but they're going to count Diana Long visitor for the ace, bringing that score 23-19 in favor of Tatanka. All right, here's the Thorpes right down the middle, and Lizzie Robinson was just a little late, and that's going to count for another ace by Diana Long visitor. The junior is looking to rally just like her little sister did right before this to get them back into this game. All right, over to Rosie Shanger, Kate to throw it right down to Isabella, right off the foot. Apologize, not Isabella, but that was Isabella. Counted for that spike off of number 5, and that's going to bring up match point here. And Addison Goings is your server for Tatanka. All right, over to sounding side, blocked. My good, by Maya Long visitor on there, was blocked by number 4. Chiefs now. Okay, here we go. Maya Long visitor going to set up to sounding side. She's just going to hammer it down the middle. The big senior Bree sounding side, 5'11". She's the tallest one on the court. She just pushed it right there down the middle. No one got this, and it's 21-24. And here comes the Lady Thorpes. Got a ball in here by number 9, Whirlwind Horse. They're going to get it here. There's a hit by Chief Eagle. Okay, here we're setting up Kate Robbins over to Isabella. Isabella dinks it right over the right, and that is going to be good, and that's going to be match point. That's going to be 25-21. 25-1 Lakota Tech. And that, we're going to do best of 3. So if you guys are just joining us here, and maybe you old schoolers are just joining us here, the new rules of South Dakota High School Association, and they do best of 5. Best of 5. So basically, whoever wins 3 matches out of the 5 is going to be the winner of this game. And the first match goes over to Lakota Tech, 25-21. And just trying to visit with a couple of the coaches here right before the game here, and this is their first opening here from Laura Bickrow. Last year, the Lakota Tech had a winning season. I'm not sure on the winning and the loss column there, but they did make it to the Sodak 16 last year versus Miller, and they played that game over in Pierre, South Dakota last year to get into the state final. So they had a good run last year. They lost a couple of seniors, but they got a couple of the girls back here. And one of the big highlights of this game, and you've seen her with some big kills, is number 13, a 5'10 sophomore, Lizzie Robinson. And then the captain this year, she's become a setter, just like her sister, I think, Layla Robinson last year. alternating LNI. She took over the role of her sister, Kate Robinson. So they had number 3 sister last year, Robinson. So we got the 2 here today. And then we had to add it to the lineup here, this Chief Eagle. And she is a 5'8", big presence at the net, and a big lefty who had a good kill and some good service here. She's a 5'8" junior, Nevaeh Delgado. And then also to add to that, your returning starter, Isabella Shengru, a outside hitter, a sophomore. She's also a captain. And then the Lombrero, who's kind of doing a lot of that. And Addison Goings is another story. Came back. She was coming off a knee surgery, but she is back in action for her senior year and taking on some volleyball rotations. And then the 8th grader stepping up last year. She was a very good standout for the JV and freshman and made varsity last year. And that is a Lombrero this year, number 2. And that is Rosie Shengru. Now for the Pine Ridge Thorpes, they are just coming on, saying new crew here. I think Diane Long Visitor was also the captain of this team, and she was one of the outside hitters, along with her little sister, Maya. She's only 5'3", a freshman. Last year she played as an 8th grader, and she is making her presence here all over the court. And the big one for the Pine Ridge Lady Thorpes is number 7, a 5'11", senior, Bree Soundingside. She is the tallest girl on this court, and she has got a couple kills in there. And then, so in the JV and freshmen, they do best of 3, and the freshmen were 2-0 for the Lady Thorpes, and also the JV were 2-0 Lady Thorpes, so they got a sweep in the C team and the JV. And if you're just joining us here on Keeley Radio or live ticket, we did honor. Oh, there goes an ace right there from Diana Long Visitor, bringing it 1-0. We had an honoring right before the lineup, Stars Lingo banner, Lakota Tech, was honoring of Nellie Long, the general here. She got her 700 win this weekend against Makpialuta in the Custer Invitational, and that makes her the 3rd winningest coach in South Dakota High School Association things there. And she was also inducted to the Hall of Fame last year. Hey, there goes the kill, counted for a Soundingside, and the Thorpes come out 2-0. That first game, they came out a little rusty, and Lakota Tech came out 7-0, but Maya Long Visitor, she kind of recapped it with a couple, about 6 aces, and she caught them right back up, and it was kind of a back and forth, but Lakota Tech did get that first match here, best out of 5. And Diane Long Visitor with 2 aces and a kill by Soundingside, bringing that score 3-0 here in favor of the Lady Thorpes. All right, is in here. Kate Robinson sends it right over. Maya Long Visitor chasing down. Diane trying to set up Soundingside. She gets kind of a crazy little dink over the top, hits the net, and just rolls right in there, bringing that score 4-0. A Long Visitor, the older sister, with 4 points. Oh, right off the net, Isabella picks that right up. Kate send it right back over to Isabella. They're going to volley it Maya. Long as they're trying to set up Soundingside. Soundingside just pushing it back. Goings picks it up. Goings. Ooh, Addison throws the Izzy off the net. Thorpes recovers. Soundingside and volley it back over. Goings picks that right up. And here comes Robinson trying to set up her little sister, and that is not to be off. And she just kind of throws it over. And the back row, number 3, Featherman couldn't get a good volleyball to Maya, and that's going to be a point side out to the Tatanka. Here comes Lizzie Robinson, a jump serve, and that is going to be way out again, and that's going to be a side out point over to the Thorpes. So if you're just joining us, you new volleyball, they do a score race to 25, a running score. Every point is accounted for on side outs, and right now it's. There was a setup by Long Visitor to Soundingside. She couldn't get it over, hit the net, and it's going to be a side out and a point, bringing that score 5-2. Checking in the game, the Lombrero back into the game, and number 5, Delgado will have a seat, and Rosie Shengru is going to serve for Tatanka. And that one goes straight into the net, side out point, bringing the score 6-2. So every time there's a mess up or an error or a side out, the other team gets the point and gets the serve to get more points on there. And there is a big serve by Maya Long Visitor again with a good ace, and Coach Bickrow for Tatanka wants to time out and talk about it, because last time Maya Long Visitor put up 6 straight to bring the Lady Thorpes back into the action into that first set. match of the game. Hey, if you're just joining us, hey, we got the referees here. Shout out to them, Todd Moyer and James Harvey. James Harvey is your leading ump, and the one on the floor is Todd Moyer. And your sideline judges is Kurt Holmquist and Michaela Ferguson. This is some Region 7A action here. And we are going here, opening up Pine Ridge. We're talking to Coach Nally before the game. She said that she won the first game was against Crow Creek and got her second one against Makapia Luta. But then she ended up battling that tournament, battling Hot Springs, and she lost. She said it was a best of 3 in a tournament style. And they and she lost very, very close games, 25-23, 26-24, both teams to the Hot Springs, Lady Bison, and Edgemont. And yeah, she said there were some close games, so she's really happy with her crew, young crew coming in, taking on some responsibility, and they are bringing a record 2-2 into the 7A action. All right, Kate Robinson has the honors for Tech, and she is a side out to Lakota Tech, being 8-3. I'm gonna get a volley in here, going, throwing it right over the net. Oh, saved by Featherman. And then here comes Kate Robinson setting up Goings, a big kill. Got up by Long Visitor, and then here comes Sounding Side. Reset, yep, to a 25-0 result. That's that. You're right, Dale. I was trying to get to that, but then I got sidetracked because I'm the only one working. I forget what I'm doing sometimes, and I'm trying to multitask here, but I will try to get it going. Hey, this is the season opener for Lakota Tech, and a second game here with Lady Thorpes. And they're bringing that score 9-3 here, and there's an ace by Sounding Side. And then if there's one guy that can keep stats, maybe he can help me out end of the game to do a recap, is Mr. Dale Pine Jr. He's always listening, and I wish I was a multitasker. But hey, we're sitting here in a big sweat here. As soon as I go out the door, I'm going to say Madakiase because it's pretty hot in here. But hey, we're going to figure it out here. All right, hey, there is a side out over to Tonka to bring the score 10-4 here. And serving is Isabella Schenger. She sends a bullet over there, and Sounding Side picks it right up. Kay Robinson over to Rosie. Good set. Big swing by Lizzie Robinson, and picked up by Sounding Side. And then to number 9, Whirlwind Holder. And they get volley right back over. Here comes Kate Robinson, going to set up her sister Lizzie, and she just kills that right over the net. Looks like number 8, Lane was trying to get it there, but that ball comes shooting across that net, and Lizzie with the kill, and Isabella is still at the thing, off the net. I don't even know what to call that whenever the ball hits the net, because that's a long time ago you couldn't even hit the net, but here on the serve, but if it hits the net, rolls over, and still in play, you still play it. So here you go, here's the third point, and there's an ace right off the hands. Too hot to handle for Maya Long Visitor, and that's 3 points, and Nally, Coach Long wants a timeout. 10-7 here. Region A, Pine Ridge, Lady Thorpes hosting the Lakota Tech Tatonka. The score is 10-7 here. And we're coming live to you from Pine Ridge, Thorpe Live here on YouTube, and also coming to you live from KILI Radio 90.1, 88.7 Rapid City. Up there holding it down for us, Muggs Cross. Keeley Radio, and hey, we got another action. There's another game going on here, but I can't seem to. There's not that much reception here, but Red Cloud, Makapia Luta is hosting Rapid City Christian in a Black Hills Conference game over there in Makapia Luta at the Red Cloud campus over there. Yeah, here we go. We're coming out of a timeout here. The score is 10-7. We are in the second match here. Lakota Tech won that first match 25-21, and now Pioneer Thorpes. Okay, Isabella Shangru is up to serve. This is her 5th serve, and there it is, picked up by number 9, Whirlwind Horse. Over to Diane Long Visit. She's gonna push it back over the back row. Isabella had no problem picking that up. Here comes Izzy with the dink right over the top, and it bounced inside, but it said it hit the antenna on there, and that's why it hit inside. And we're gonna give that point to Lakota Tech bringing that score 10-8. Here comes Isabella. Big, heavy serve, and she sends that right out of bounds. But she did her work. She got all of she could out of that and brought the Lakota Tech back into this game. It's 11-8 here, and serving for, and I don't have her name because I don't have number 11 on the roster. But she's in the game for the Pioneer Thorpes, the mystery lady, but she is hustling. And here comes number 8, Lame, digging that up. Here comes Diana. She's going to try to hit it, and it was blocked by Izzy. And it's going to be side out for Tatanka. Checking into the game for the lady for Tatanka, number 5, Delgado. And serving for number 4, Chief Eagle. She hits one off the thing. They pick it right up. Lane going to throw it back over to number 9, Whirlwind Horse. She just throws it back to the back row. And Chief Eagle could not handle it. And that's going to be a point inside out to the Lady Thorpes. All right. Serving for the Lady Thorpes, number 3, Olivia Featherman, a sophomore, 5'4". Serving for the Lady Thorpes. She jumps her right over to Isabella Shingo. She digs it up. Addison chases it down. Delgado with the left just throws it all over. Dana is going to serve it over to Rosie. Rosie going to throw it to Kate. Kate throws it to Going. She hammers it. Boom. Another hammer. Served it back over. And number Chief Featherman dug it up, but it went straight over the net. And guess who was waiting right there for it? Lizzie, the big 5'10" sophomore, and hammered it down for a kill. Bringing that score 12-10. Goings, your server. Addison just misses it right out of bounds, giving it right back to the Lady Thorpes. All right, serving for the Lady Thorpes, number 9, Audrey Whirlwind Horse. Serve for the Lady Thorpes, and she gets it over the net. All right, dug up by Delgado. Here comes Isabella Shangur now over to Going. They're just going to volley it back over and try to get reset. Here comes Maya Longvither. She's going to set up to Sounding Side. Sounding Side just pushes back to back row. Goings gets it, and here comes big Lizzie Robinson, excuse me. That big swing, they kind of just catch you in a deer in the headlights. She slammed it hard. It bounced off the net and just bounced right where no one was. And I guess she get rewarded for a kill, and she gets her own serve. Here comes that jump serve, and that's her 3rd time serving here. And just my own observation, she's trying to jump serve. The first 2, she was really upset because she would hit it right out of bounds from long, and this one she couldn't get the timing and hit right into the net. All right, here we go. Number 9, Whirlwind Horse is serving for Lady Thorpes. Here comes Kate. Kate tried to no look right over the side, but Sounding Side smelt it out. She just threw it right back where she was, and that is going to be a point, bringing that score 15-11. All right, number 9, Whirlwind Horse, still serving for the Lady Thorpes. All right, Rosie Shanger going to push it back over there. Maya Longviz is going to set up Sounding Side. She's going to set one kill. Oh, dug up by Addison Goings. Robinson to Isabella, and she swings a big hammering kill right down number 9, Whirlwind Horse. She could not dig that up. She didn't really know if she was going to try to volley it back up, hit it up over there, and it just went too fast in there, and that is going to be a kill for Shangru. And Isabella, Rosie is going to be serving as Lambrero. Here comes Longville. She set up Sounding Side. Izzy Robinson get it over to Isabella. Isabella just dinks it over the top. Sounding Side, Maya gets it. And here comes Sounding Side. She dips right over. Number 4, Chief Eagle. She's going to hit it right down the middle. Good save by Featherman. Here comes Sounding Side. Featherman dug it up. Maya Long visitor, the little freshman, got it and then set it right up for Sounding Side. She just killed it. And now bringing that score 16-12, favor to Lady Thorpes in this match second. And here comes Maya Long visitor, the freshman, looking to get the Thorpes to extend this lead. All right, Izzy Robinson over to Kate, and bang, right down the middle is number 4, Chief Eagle. It is dug up. Isabella gets the dig. Kate Robinson sends it to the back row. Here comes Long visitor trying to set up Sounding Side. Sounding Side thrown at the back row. Lizzie gets the rebound, gets the assist, and over to Kate. The setter throws it to Isabella. Isabella threw it right down cross court to that angle, and Long visitor could not dig it up. Side out to Tatanka. Kate Robinson, captain, Right down to the middle. Whirlwind Horse Maya longs there, chases it down. His sister Diana gets it back, pushes it back to Isabella, to Kate, and big swing by Kate Addison. Diana kind of just put her arms up and dug it up, but it hit the top of the net, right over the net. There's a big net on top over the regular net, and it's out of bounds. All right, bringing that score 16-14. Kate gets her second ring. Long visitor over to the sounding side, pushing it back. Rosie chases it down. Here comes Kate Robinson over to number 4, Chief Eagle. Gets a off-speed kill, but still counts as a kill. And that's going to bring the score 16-5. Kate Robinson right over the net. Good serve here. Here comes Goings, and they dug it right up the middle. Number 9, Whirlwind Horse, but she set it right over to top of the net, and Addison Goings is right there for the kill, and we're all tied up 16-all. Kate Robinson, the setter, the captain, right over serve. Sounding side gets it, trying to chase it down. Maya does get it. Oh, over the middle, and then Sounding side was trying to volley it to Maya, and she couldn't get it. It was still too hot to handle, so Maya just had to rush and put it up and went right in the net. Now Tatanka getting their first lead of the game. Here comes Kate Robinson. Robinson, a good little serve right over the net. Here comes a setup. Sounding side, and throw one in the middle. Shangru gets the ball, and here comes Chief Eagle. Oh, off the hands of Diana. Long visitor, and that's going to be a kill and a point for Tatanka. Bringing that score 16-8 here in the match 2. Here comes Robinson again, right over the middle, and she kind of got that little off-speed serve, and that one was in there for an ace. All right, here comes another off-speed space. Okay, they dug it up here. Maya is trying to set up Sounding side. Sounding just pushes over Lizzie to Kate, and Rosie trying to chase it down, and she does. Good one here. Whirlwind Horse over the long visitor. Here comes, Sounding side off the net. Gonna get reset. She hammers it. Lizzie digs it up right over the net, and it looked like Sounding side was going to kill it, and she hit so hard, she hit the ball in her hand into the net, and it swung back onto her side, and that's going to be a point. And after serving 6 straight points for Kate Robinson, I believe 6 or 7, don't quote me on that, but anyway, here comes side out to Lady Thorpes, and here comes Sounding side, bringing that score 17-20. They killed that rally there. Here comes Going, digs it up to Kate Robinson with a good setup to Chief Eagle, Chief Eagle Senior. Right down the middle, she smacked down that corner for a kill, I'm sorry. And that ball was right over. They dug it right over the net. No one was there. And Goings gets a kill. All right, bringing that score 22-17. Here comes Isabella with her second serve. Good serve. Diana Longler digs that up. Here comes Isabella. It's thrown to Izzy. And a good kind of a dig over to Izzy from Isabella, and Lizzie kind of got that right over, and no one was there. Counted for a kill, 23-17, and there goes another jump serve. Here comes Maya. Here comes to her sister, Diane. Good save by Whirlwind Source and Maya Long Visitor, getting it back over. Lizzie gets a good set, and she sent it right out of bounds, bringing that score 23-18. And you're serving for the game here, number 10. Star comes out for the Lady Thorpe. Good serve right over the net. Got some speed there right between Goings and Rosie. Shangru counting for an ace. All right. Thorpes with the ball, 23-19 here. Star comes out with another serve, knuckleball. Rosie tries to get up. They want to set it back up here. And Maya gets her back. She's going to send it to the back row. Got up by Isabella over to Lizzie. Just a volley back over from Chief Eagle. Here comes another volley. Rosie over to Chief Eagle. She's going to hammer one, but they pick it right up. Here comes Maya, and she sets the wrong girl up. They got a good serve to Maya. She went to try to set up her sister, and it kind of served away from her, and she served. Lizzie was waiting right at the net. She just hammered that home for a kill, bringing it to a match point here, 24-19. And here comes Chief Eagle. Chief Eagle gets the ball by sounding side over to Featherman, and then to Whirling Horse. Just a volley. Here comes Lizzie. Lizzie gonna dink it right over the top, off the net. Maya rolls over to her sister Diane. Diane pushes back to the corner. Isabella scoops right up. Here comes Delgado, the lefty, on the right side, and could not get a handle that, and that's going to be a side-out point over to the Lady Thorpes. All right, Chief Eagles come back out. Rosie is going to come back in for the game as a Lumbrero, and number 3, Featherman, is going to be your server for the Lady Thorpes. Oh, that one was a counted for an ace. Lizzie didn't really know what she wanted to do, if she wanted to volley that or kind of push that over, but they're going to get her for a 2-hand hit. And that's going to be a point for Lady Thorpes, bringing the score 24-21. All right, Featherman right over the top, back to Robinson again. Here comes Kate. She's going to volley it back over. Long Soldier gets it right over. Woolen Horse going to throw it right over. Rosie gets the ball. Here comes Goings, and blocked by a Diana Long visitor. Here comes the setup for Lizzie. It wasn't a good set, and she is going to set up. Here comes the Whirlwind Soldier. She's going to swing away, and yep, she's going to get counted. So usually it's Maya Long visitor with the set, and that her sister Diana set it up for Whirlwind Soldier with a good swing, and that's going to count 24-22 here with Featherman with her third serve. All right, that gets right over. Isabella digs it up over to Kate Robinson. Kate Robinson just trying to get it over. Here comes Diane again, and here comes Whirlwind Soldier. She's going to get it over, and they're going to say that number 5, Delgado, was trying to block that, and she was into the net, and then they're going to give that point to the Lady Thorpes, bringing that score 24-23 here, and that is the third point for Featherman, and here's her fourth. Here comes right over the top here, Isabella trying to get it. They're going to keep it alive. Goings. Now here comes my long visitor over to Whirlwind Soldier. Yep, and they're going to say Goings wasn't a net. Hey, we're tied up 24 all here, and we got to win by 2. And here comes a spark. Olivia Featherman, the sophomore, with her 5th straight point here. Here we go. Right over. Okay, Isabella Shinger. We're going to dig it up. Kate Robinson going to throw it over to Lizzie. Lizzie's going to kill it, and that's going to be out of bounds. And then the Lady Thorpes are going to take the lead, 25-24, match point. Olivia Featherman, the spark, is bringing her team back here, looking for the win to tie this match point all the way up 1-1. Here comes the right over. Lizzie digs it up. Kate Robinson's going to throw it back over. Diana's going to push it over to the corner. Isabella picks it up. Kate Robinson's going to set up Lizzie. Lizzie swings off the net. Here they pick it back up to Featherman, to Diana Longvisitor. She's going to push it back over to Rosie. Kate Robinson's going to set it all up. Going to push it right over the top. Looked like she was going to spike it. I guess they called that a dink right over the net. And Maya wasn't there. So we're all tied up again, 25 all. And Goings, Addison Goings, the senior, is going to be serving for your Tatanka. Here comes a serve right over the top. Featherman puts it up. My long visitor gets it, and here comes Diana. She's going to send one down the middle, and it was out of bounds. Long out of bounds. Now Dakota Tech takes the lead, 26-25. Match point. Here comes Goings. Goings going to send one out. Oh, kept it alive. Here comes Diana. They're going to set a volley over. Here comes Rosie. She keeps it alive. Kate Rob wants to set up her sister, and she swings. Diana was there, and it off her hands, but it's still out of bounds. Last touch by the Thorpes, and that is going to end at 27-25, and that was a ball game there, or how you say it, a volleyball match right there, back and forth. A good comeback by the Lady Thorpes. They were down, I believe, 24 or 23-19. Don't quote me on that, but the story was Olivia Featherman bringing them 6 straight points, bringing them up there, and we got back into the game. Back into the game, took the lead 25-24, but just brought it back. The Dakota Tech kept fighting and kept doing what they were doing and swinging away, and they got the ball back into the game, and they just make sure that the game came back, and Dakota Tech found a way. Dakota Tech is a little bit more, I want to say athletic, but more in tune right now. They got some big hitters up front. The story of Lizzie Robinson, the 5'10 sophomore. She's also I think she's come back from a big game last year. She is tall, lengthy. She got her timing right. And in the first match, we had a big presence by Delgado. Nevaeh Delgado had some big. She's a big lefty, 5'8", a 5'8" junior, and also the big presence up there is Chief Eagle. And then all the supporting cast there, the Shangaroos, you got Isabella swinging there. She had some good hits, good serves, Rosie. And then also for the Pioneer Thorpes, we are seeing some potential by the long visitors. Maya Long Visitor is only a freshman, and she is only 5'3", but she is a hustler. She is a setter. She's just kind of getting fine-tuned with this whole system, with the general. And it doesn't matter. It seems like it doesn't matter who is on the court or who comes back or who it is. It seems like this Lady Thorpes has a system. And then, I mean, if all you guys know, in Pine Ridge Country, on the Pine Ridge Reservation, you know who the general is. And that is Nellie Long. She just picked up her 700th win here. So you know that this program has been set in place for a very, very long time. I think my sisters even played back in the 80s. And here I'm 45, so you know how long I've been there. I even took some stats and whatever else out of high school. Did this and I was assistant coach, a freshman or something back in the day. I couldn't remember. I'm that old now. But just knowing that they just do everything the same over, they adjust, they make a little things. They just got a good foundation and a base. And the general just knows what she wants. She really brings the best out of you. She's just that way, you know, that they're gonna just kind of like I say when like back in the day with Coach Mendoza and like Dusty, and they just have to give you that look when you do something error or do something wrong, or you're not like, come on, man, you went over this 1,000 times in practice. You know how to do this. Why are you doing it now? And that kind of look just says it all in the recap. But hey, it's only 2-0 here. Anything can happen if Lakota Tatanka, if they win, it'll be the game match. But Pioneers still got to get back into this game. Like I said, it's the best of 5 here. We're coming to you live here from Pine Ridge campus. And this is Yamni Jack here coming to you live from Lakota, from the live ticket, Pine Ridge Thorpes Live, and also KI Outlaw Keeley Radio up there, 90.1, 88.7. So kind of doing two duties, and here comes Lizzie. Oh, she got that one in. She served right off the bat, and that one was kind of the best of all of her serve. Remember, I talked to you about her jump serve, and that one looked good. She had the timing down right over the top. It could have been a good save, a ace, but they dug it up. But they said Pine Ridge went over the line, and they're going to come out 1-0. And here comes Lizzie Robinson. She is going to jump serve, gets that one in. She does. Here comes Maya Longvia, sending up Diana, and Diana's going to throw it to the corner, and no one is there. And that is called a dink, I believe. Or anyway, it comes on as a point, and Diana from Maya. And it's 1-1, side out Lady Thorpes. And number 5, Diana, who just threw it to the corner, is now serving for the Lady Thorpes. All right over the net. Addison Goings trying to get off the, pick it up over to Kate Robinson, but a little too much oomph in that off the net, and that's going to be an ace for Diana Long Visitor. All right, here comes Long Visitor right over the net, bounces off. Isabella gets the thing back to Kate Robinson, back to Isabella. Good set by Kate Robinson, and just Isabella timed it, because Isabella is not the tallest girl, but she just times that, being an athletic move right over the top of the net, and that is going to be a kill. We are tied up 2-2. Checking into the game, number 12, 10 fingers in for the Lady Thorpes, and now serving for Lakota Tech Tatanka, number 4, Kina Chief Eagle. She's going to send one here, number 3, Featherman, over to Diana Long Visitor, and Whirlwind Horse going to pick it, just volley it back up. Isabella gets it over to Kate Robinson. Here comes Delgado, the lefty. A back set from Kate Robinson, and the lefty coming from the right side killed it down the middle, bringing the score 3-2. All right, Chief Eagle still has the honors for serving for Tatanka. All right, there it is, right over the middle there. Looks like Featherman gets it. Whirlwind Horse throws it over to Sounding Side. Sounding Side push it over. Here comes Kate Robinson over to Isabella. It wasn't the best set. She tried to time it over and it went right into the net. And coming out is Chief Eagle, and the libero checks back in the game for Tatanka. Rosie Shangru. All right, here comes number 9, Whirlwind Horse. I keep saying Soldier. It's Whirlwind Horse. Excuse me. She is set. Here comes Long Visitor over the Sounding Side. Shangru digs it up. Kate backswing over to Isabella. She's going to get it here. Here comes Sounding Side. Good set by Maya. And that was a big swing. And you want to see more of that from the Sounding Side. And a good set by Long Visitor. And that's kind of the thing that I just talked about was the difference between a lot of this game here is that Tech is swinging away and the Thorpes are just kind of pushing it to the corners, which is smart. But Sounding Side, when she gets it, she needs to swing away every time. And here comes Maya. She's looking for Sounding Side. She's going to dink it right over. Isabella's right there. Robbins over to Shangru. Shangru tries to get it back to the backside corner, and it's out of bounds. And that's going to bring the score 5-3 in favor of the Lady Thorpes. Serving for the Lady Thorpes. Number 9, Whirlwind Horse, Audrey gets it over the net. Goings digs it up over to Kate Robinson, over to Isabel, and she swings. And all right, they had a big swing by Isabella. They said it was touched. It looked like it was out. This side out said out of bounds, but the other one said it was touched. They're going to give a point over to Isabella for the kill. Here comes Kate Robinson serving. Here comes a setup to Sounding Side. She does one of those things I was talking to Lizzie, that they swing so hard, but they didn't get it down to hit the net. Just kind of rolls right into play and still gets a rewarded for the kill. Now serving for the Lady Thorpes, number 2, Maya Long Visitor. She's going to set one over to Rosie. And then here comes Kate Robinson to set one up to Goings. Goings just going to swing away, and then too far, out of bounds. Score, side out, or no, score for Lady Thorpes. 7-4. First point for Maya. Long Visitor. She sends a bullet into the. Delgado looked like she wanted it, and she swung for it, missed it, and it went straight off of the thigh of Rosie, and that was a bullet. Ace for Maya. Maya sends another one to the back row. Izzy digs it up over to Kate Robinson. Here comes Isabella. She swings, no good. Catches it over to number 12. 10 fingers into the game. She's trying to set up Sounding Side, but it wasn't really the best setup, but she got it there, and it's a Sounding Side. A big long arm reached over and pushed it over off the hands of Isabella Shangru. Out of bounds. Point Pine Ridge. Here comes Maya again. Oh, it was kind of a knuckleball right over the top. We couldn't tell if it was going to be in or out. Rosie couldn't decide. Last minute she tried it, and it wasn't counting for an ace. And that is going to be a point from Maya Long Visitor. Maya throws it back over to Rosie. Rosie digs it up. Kate chases it down, pushes it over to the Thorpe side. Here comes 10 fingers again. Throwing it to Sounding Side with a good running side. Kind of a side, kind of dink. I don't know what you call that, Dale. A side kind of, you look like you're going to slam it, but you kind of just push it down there. It's not really a carry or a slam dunk, it looked like, but hey, that's a point. Bringing that score 11-4 here. We got a timeout by Coach Bickrow, and she wants to talk this over here because Maya, again, like we seen in that first match, Maya Long Visitor, the freshman, had 6 straight points, and here she is putting on another clinic behind that serving line. She has this good little, she's only 5'3", so this ball just comes over like a knuckleball, and the back row of the Tonka really didn't really know what to do, if they're going to hit it or how they're going to hit it. If they're going to hit it with their 2 hands, they're going to use 2 hands to push it up, or I don't know, but she is putting on a clinic, serving clinic here in this set today. All right, we're straight out of a timeout here. Let's see what Coach Bickrow wanted to gather her troops. So right now we got Delgado and Shangru. We got Kate Robinson, Rosie, Lizzie Robinson, and Goings in for Tatanka. Okay, here's a good serve over to Maya. Delgado is just going to volley it back over. Diana, long visitor over to Maya, and then here comes Sounding Side. Sounding Side throws over to Rosie. Rosie just pushes back over the side. 10 Fingers going to set up Sounding Side, and she's going to kill it. Rosie, Shangru picks up the dig over to Kate. Here comes Delgado with the big lefty right off the hands of Whirlwind Horse. And I know Sounding Side wanted to really hit that, but it was kind of an off-speed kind of thing. But here comes Isabella Shangru with a serve. And she sends a bullet straight out of bounds. And that's going to be a side out to the Lady Thorpes. All right. Hey, we got 10 Fingers out there. Maya, long visitor. Diana, long visitor. Sounding Side. Featherman. And Whirlwind Horse in for the Lady Thorpes. And here comes 10 Fingers. Shailene with the ace. Bringing that score 13-5 here. And the Pine Ridge Thorpes are putting up on this match here. They're gonna, if they could keep it going, they're trying to extend this whole set here because it is 2-0 in favor of Tatanka. And here comes Shailene, 10 Fingers. She throws one. Is Lizzie Robinson to Kate, and she tries to dink it over because it wasn't the best set, and she was blocked by Sounding Side, and that's going to be a point for the Lady Thorpes. Shailene 10 Fingers with her second point. This is her third serve for the Lady Thorpes. All right, she gets one right over the top here. Delgado barely got in that, and they volley back over. Good chase down by Featherman over the Whirlwind Horse to Sounding Side. Pushes it over. Kate Robinson setting up Lizzie, and she tries to swing hard. It wasn't the best timing, and it wasn't a high enough set because she kind of caught that 3/4 of the width of the thing, and she right into the net, and that's going to be a point, and that's going to bring a 15-5 advantage to the Lady Thorpes. Here comes 10 Fingers. They're going to try to set up Lizzie again. And they set up Lizzie again, and she is not afraid to swing, and she just hammered that ball right down the middle. It's kind of 10 Fingers kind of got it, but they're going to say Sounding Side was in the net, and that's going to be a side out to the Tatanka. Here comes Rosie Shangru. She's going to serve one over to Maya. Maya's going to set up Sounding Side. She pushes it out to back row. Isabella throw it over to Goings. Addison Goings. It looked like Diana Long Visitor was right there. Swing by Goings, hit off her arm, but it stayed in bounds, or out of bounds, and that's still going to be off of Pine Ridge and be a point for Tatanka. Rosie sends one in, dug up by 10 Fingers. Here comes Sounding Side, dings it over. Kate Robinson gets it set up by Rosie Robinson. Sounding Side right there with Lizzie Robinson again, and that was a block, but out of bounds. Point Tatanka. And timeout by Coach Long. She doesn't want the Tatanka to get back into this game, and takes an early timeout here. 15-8 here, and it is match 2-0 right now. Best of 5, which means race to 3. In other words, the first match was 25-21 in favor of the Tatanka, and then they came back. Pine Ridge, they were up actually 24-19, and they came all the way back. Lady Thorpes took the lead 25-24, and then lost the volleys and some misplays, and Tatanka ended up pulling